Hello everyone, today I'm going to be reading Wimpy Kid parody tweets part 73 because I'm out of video ideas.
Nah bro, you should watch the latest movie, it's really good bro.
I'll pass G.
Nah, trust me bro, the casting is really good, Rodrick especially, he's a really good character, give it a watch bro.
Fuck's sake.
Time for new demo. You're welcome.
Ladies and gentlemen, today, instead of a generic commentary video, I've decided to do a film essay video. Why? Because I want to. You see, when I was younger, one of my favourite film franchises was the Diary of a Wimpy Kid franchise. Despite these films not being too high budget or anything like that, they just hit different. The new film, however, let's just say that when I watched this film, shit got broken. Before I delve into the absolute travesty that is the long haul, first I need to give some context as to why the originals were just so good. The original films got so much right. The casting, the storylines, everything just worked. Zachary Gordon as Greg did a perfect job of reflecting the cocky, borderline, psychopathic kid from the books. Riley was perfectly cast, Robert Capron delivering a performance worthy of Oscars. Even the parents, who weren't even the most important of characters, were just cast so well. But then we come to Rodrick, who, especially in the second movie, just shone. No doubt if this movie had come out in 2020, Devin Bostick would have so many stan accounts on Twitter in his name. He just perfectly portrayed the half dumb, half genius character that Rodrick was. Compare this to the new Rodrick, fuck me, there's a change. The original films definitely had their downfalls, but it made up for it in its pure entertainment value. Such classic scenes as, for example, Loaded Diapers performance at the end of Rodrick Rules, or Rowley performing TikTok, they made the films memorable. Dog Days, to most, was the perfect ending to the series. So why the fuck did we get the absolute state of a film that was the long haul? I put off watching this for so long, but when I did, you can bet that I wished I hadn't. Everything is so bad. The casting, the acting, the storyline is just dead. Meet Greg, a kid who has de-aged since the last films and who has become 10 times as much of a loser. Meet Rodrick, a leafy as hair looking ass character who, instead of being a deceiving clever teenager, is just the dumbest human ever. He's so stupid. At one point, he thinks a safe is a microwave. Nobody would ever think that.
That's a mini safe.
The parents are just dead. The dad just has a straight face throughout the whole movie, and the mum is just kind of boring. All she does is talk about how the kids shouldn't have technology, which yes, the mum in the books did do, but she did other stuff as well. She wasn't just a boring Karen we have in the film. Miney, there's nothing to say apart from he doesn't speak at all in the film until the end, where he can suddenly speak fluent Spanish because he listened to a Spanish CD in the car. Very realistic. Rowley, I can't even judge because he's in the movie for like 1 second. The casting was awful. There wasn't one character from the original films that I would have replaced with any of these. I hate to be generic, but watching some of the original Rodrick scenes and then comparing them to this monstrosity is just painful. In the originals, Rodrick often just pretended to be dumb to lower his parents' expectations. In this film, he's not pretending, he's just unbelievably stupid. It's painful. It's sometimes hard to tell if it's poorly written characters or just bad acting. To me, I think these characters are just so wrongly cast. Like, I don't know how they cast these characters so badly. As well as the awful casting, the whole film's storyline just makes no sense. The film starts off with Greg getting a diaper stuck on his hand after being told to rescue his brother Manny, and instead of reacting like any normal child in that situation, he swings it around in the air whilst yelling. Because of this, he becomes a meme. A top text, bottom text meme. This meme goes viral despite only having 6,000 hits, which just isn't viral. And Greg has the genius plan of meeting his favourite YouTuber, which would make people apparently forget about the diaper hands meme. Genius idea, Greg. The Heffley family then go on a road trip to get to Meemaw's 90th birthday, which turns out to be the most annoying road trip ever.
I'm not giving up my phone.
Yeah, if he's not giving up his phone, I'm not giving up mine.
And he's not giving up, I'm not giving mine up. Who do you think you are bossing us around?
It clearly becomes evident during these car scenes that these people just aren't the best actors. The guy who plays Rodrick just overdoes everything and he's just plain annoying. So is Greg, so is everyone. The many jokes that these filmmakers included as well are also just so unfunny.
No, I gotta check the route.
No you don't. We have GPS.
Manny then wins a pig, which then gets given away a short while later, which makes me think they only included this pig segment to include something from the books. Their car breaks down or something like that, and then Greg flies on a boat, lands in Meemaw's pool, and it ends happily ever after. Great film. The plot is just boring, and to be honest, the fact that half of this movie just takes place in the car just suggests it was a cash grab. They picked arguably the easiest book to make a film about, de-aged all the characters, and lazily wrote an unrealistic plot which contains hardly any character development. It's just pointless. All throughout the movie, you're constantly just cringing at the characters and the events that happen. Like at one point, they're playing this Never Have I Ever card game, and they all start making stuff up just to trick Rodrick into confessing, and he falls for it every time.
I once broke a window by shooting a BB gun and blame my little brother for it.
I totally did that. I'm tied with mom and dad. Read another one.
I once drove my mom's car when I didn't have a license and scratched the door very badly.
I did that too. Boom.
I once toilet papered the house of the sweet old lady who lived next door to me.
Guilty as charged. It's like this game was made for me.
It's absolutely painful to watch because it just paints Rodrick as brain dead. He becomes so one-dimensional, he's just stupid and that's it. The original Rodrick, yet again, as I've said, was such a deep character. He could be dumb, but at the same time, he could be a genius. It's just such a contrast and it's not for the better. It pains me to think how many kids have probably watched this movie and to them, Diary of a Wimpy Kid is just that awful 1 out of 10 film set in a car. This film to me has kind of tainted the legacy of the original films, but thankfully I think it's been universally accepted that this film just shouldn't be considered part of the Wimpy Kid franchise. It is genuinely that bad. To anyone who hasn't seen this film, I would highly recommend not watching it ever. It is awful. But anyway, heed my advice, don't watch this movie and enjoy your day. Peace.
No, I gotta check the route.
No you don't. We have GPS.